What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode on my channel. As always, I'm Jay, and guys, I haven't done one of these in a while, and I got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, so I just wanted to do this really quick because I've got today this little box of goodies. And guys, these are some Blu-rays that I just ordered, and some, well, actually not just Blu-rays, there's I think maybe a DVD or two in this, but basically this is some stuff that I just ordered because, as you guys might have known, recently in my channel I'm dropping hints about how I'm watching a lot of Toshiro Mifune stuff and Criterion and all this and that stuff. So basically these right here are several different movies of the man himself and his collabs that he did with Akira Kurosawa. Little concerned though, it does sound like there's some stuff loose in here, and I'm hoping that nothing is broken, because if it is, I'm gonna have to call Best Buy and get my freaking money back. But without further ado, let's crack this baby open and see what we got inside. Alright, right off the bat, guys, we have the Hidden Fortress. And I didn't realize this, but apparently this was part of the inspiration for the first Star Wars film, because George Lucas was highly influenced by Akira Kurosawa films, and he definitely did take some plot elements, especially with the fact that you had to have a spunky princess that had to be rescued. And fun fact that I found out too is apparently he had offered the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi to Toshiro Mifune, and I think he even tried to do that with Darth Vader as well. Up next, we actually have Akira Kurosawa's High and Low. This film I actually saw in my film and studio video class in high school. This is one of the only films where him and Akira Kurosawa did more of a contemporary tale. It wasn't a samurai epic or anything like that. And this film is actually about a kidnapping. So essentially Toshiro Mifune and his family, they're actually, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, he's a shoemaker, or he owns a shoe company, and basically there are kidnappers that try to kidnap him and blackmail him for ransom by trying to, kidnap his child and everything. However, they kidnap the child's best friend instead, who is not part of the rich family and is actually part of a family that's very much impoverished to a certain degree, or at least, on a lower, class scale as far as monetary things. Definitely suspenseful, definitely a lot of high drama, and definitely one that's enjoyable to say the least. Next, we have a double pack, Yojimbo and Sanjuro. The first film that I watched out of the Kurosawa Mifune lineup was Yojimbo. After I saw Yojimbo, after I saw Toshiro Mifune doing his thing, it was done, and I am a fan for life. And I just had the chance to watch Sanjuro the other night. I actually, because it's not on HBO Max like the other film is, I rented it for a few bucks on Amazon. And guys, please, if you guys don't want to buy the Blu-rays or anything, don't think this is an ad to go and buy them. Obviously, they're great films, I know, but if you are a little skeptical and you're not sure if you're going to like these films, rent them on demand. A lot of these are like $4 a pop. Not even a big deal. Go watch them for like a 72-hour rental. If you like them, you got something on your list to buy if you like physical copies like myself here. Then after that, I was a little skeptical at this one at first, but this is the Samurai Trilogy. Now, this trilogy wasn't done by Akira Kurosawa. It was actually made or filmed by Hiroshi Inagaki, who was another frequent collaborator of Toshiro Mifune. And this story basically follows the exploits of Musashi Miyamoto, who was a legendary samurai. They have kind of a romantic feel to them. It's I can't explain it. You definitely gotta, if you're interested, if you like the other films, you're definitely gonna want some more. This is a different slant on the samurai kind of genre, as it were, and it definitely works. And lots of good fight scenes and pretty cool fight choreography in these sets of films as well. Up next is actually a hidden gem that I didn't realize existed because, reasons. But this film is Red Sun. Red Sun is actually a Western kind of thing. As it says right here, it's the first East meets Western. It stars Charles Bronson, Ursula Andress, Alain Delon, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, sir, a French actor. And of course you have Toshiro Mifune. And the interesting thing about this is this film, he actually speaks English. And the thing about it is that he's actually using his voice. And Fun fact, Toshiro Mifune, whenever he would be in American films, usually he would be dubbed, or he would speak, Japanese, or he would learn his lines phonetically like he did in this. But I think this is really the only film that he actually spoke in English, and that he didn't have anyone dub over him for the majority of the film or any point in the film, at least from my perspective, and I think it's pretty damn awesome. And I think this was actually a Spanish production, Spanish-French production, if I'm correct, and it was directed by Terrence Young, who a lot of you guys may know from having directed some James Bond films, and of course Ursula Andress, the first Bond girl ever, the first major Bond girl ever, next to Miss Trench, of course. But definitely a hidden gem, and I would definitely recommend watching this. Up next is the epic of epics for Akira Kurosawa's samurai repertoire, Seven Samurai. This one, a lot of people consider to be Kurosawa's magnum opus, and the thing is that this actually inspired the Magnificent Seven film, which ended up coming out, I want to say, what was it, a decade and a half, a couple decades after this film. But this film is basically about 7 Ronin samurai who are hired to protect a village from bandits and basically pillagers and everything. But the characters in this film, fantastic. Toshiro Mifune really is the standout performance here. I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, if you know the Magnificent Seven remake, you kind of know where this is going and what is kind of in store. Although I do have to warn you, the film itself is quite a lengthy one. It is just over 3 hours, probably 3 hours and 20 some odd minutes, but it's rich. It's a very good story again, and lots to chew through in this for sure. And finally, we are at the end of the box with Akira Kurosawa's Throne of Blood. And Throne of Blood is actually interesting because it is actually an adaptation of Shakespeare's Macbeth, which, obviously, if you know that story, lots of bloodshed, lots of backstabbery, lots of power hungriness going on in here, and it was a fantastic film. And this is, again, a very great standout performance. I've worn that phrase out through all these films, but it really is true. This man has some of the best range. He acts on a totally different, deeply emotional level, and I really admire his skill and his craft, and he was just an awesome dude. He didn't even want to be an actor, oddly enough, too, as I ended up finding out in the Toshiro Mifune documentary, The Last Samurai, which I'm eagerly waiting that too as well, because I ordered that, but that's supposed to be coming sometime in June. But anyway, guys, that's all that I have for my unboxing video. Here we are, done with this, so that's the end. Like, comment, subscribe if you dug the video, and make sure you hit that bell button, that way you never miss a moment of my content. But until next time, guys, as always, I'm Jay, so take care, and bye.